Hey, beautiful ones, we did it! Woohoo! Welcome to day 10, which is our final day of our 10-day Metapreneur Meditation Challenge. You should be so proud of yourself if you've been rolling with me for the last 10 days. Again, I hope you've gotten great value from all of the things that we've contemplated. As you all know, these last 10 days, we're dedicated to transforming fear, stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. And my prayer and hope is that the practices and the meditations and the writing exercises and the mantras all served you over these last 10 days as you met the demands of your day-to-day and as you continue to reach for and go for your dreams and your aspirations, the things that really matter to you, and the relationships that really matter to you, and the quality of life and quality of experience that really matters to you. My hope is that all of these things were served through our 10 days together. And so today, our final topic is all around interruption and disruption and transforming your relationship to interruption and disruption. And when I say your relationship, I'm specifically talking about what happens to us when we get interrupted or when we get disrupted, right? It can take a lot of energy to bring ourselves back to a place of calm, to a place of centeredness, to a place of peace, to a place even sometimes of clarity and focus. Also emotionally, it can take a lot to just bring us back to a place where we even maybe feel like sometimes we can move forward with whatever previously had our focus or had our concentration. Also, sometimes we get disrupted or interrupted in ways that ultimately are phenomenal for whatever it is that we may be reaching for or aspiring for, but in the moment can feel very painful or very difficult or very challenging. And so my commitment to you all in today's meditation is to help build your capacity to stay focused and maintain your equilibrium in the face of disruption and blindsiding and all of those ways sometimes that the universe or life can catch us off guard and sort of shake us up, right? So I want to invite you to just bring your attention to the breath, not fixing, not forcing, simply allowing the inhalation and the exhalation, the rising and the falling. And whenever you're ready, ever so gently, ever so slowly, closing your eyes. I want you to think about a time, maybe very recently, where you were disrupted or interrupted or blindsided. And what was going on in the situation or the circumstance that grabbed, without your permission, that grabbed your attention? The thing that caught you off guard, that maybe knocked you off of your center, out of your state of peace or serenity, and what you were doing prior to being interrupted or disrupted. And as you go back to that moment, I want you to notice the feelings that emerged for you as a result, and where they settled, those sensations settled in the body. Was it in your chest, or in your stomach, or in your neck and shoulders, or maybe your lower back? And notice the thoughts and the behaviors that showed up in response to whatever this interruption or disruption was. What did you do to come back to your center? If it was a great interruption, it may not have been a concern for you, right? Because it was welcomed, even though it was unexpected. But if it was an unwelcome interruption or an unwelcome disruption, or a disruption that felt painful or difficult in the short term, but ultimately you knew was wound up being for the best in the long run, notice how you responded to that. And I want you to tap into your capacity to truly be responsible for how you respond in any moment. This is not about judgment, but this is about the opportunity to actually create a commitment for who you want to be when life catches you off guard, for how you want to show up when things surprise you. For what you want to experience when the unexpected can pull you totally off your path. I want you to tap into your capacity to ground and maintain your seat, to hold your equilibrium and stand in the power of your own intentions, even if there is chaos around you. I want you to tap into your capacity to speak your truth in that moment about what you need or about what you want.